What's going on YouTube? This is Dottie with Ignite Cinemas, and in this video I'm going to be telling you guys if the Sony ZV-1 is worth the purchase. Let's get it. Now the main reason why I wanted to purchase a new camera is because I felt like I wasn't creating enough. And yes, you know, I've been creating a lot with my iPhone, especially them days I didn't want to take my GH5 or my GH4 or my Canon for that matter to produce content. I wanted something simple on the go. One thing about the GH5, when you have it on the Joby GorillaPod, you can't be really low key when you want to vlog because it's out there. And I'm all for attention, trust me. I mean, look at my truck wrap. Have you seen it? But I wanted something more low key that can go in my pocket and essentially be better than my phone. And I'm all for creating on my phone. I love creating content off my iPhone, but I wanted something that was specifically towards video. And that's exactly why I purchased the ZV-1. I saw numerous reviews about it and I was instantly sold on Amazon Prime Day. So I've been using this camera for about almost 2 months now upon recording this video, and I kind of want to show you guys the awesomeness that I have experienced and my first takes with it and everything that I like, everything I don't like, and if it's worth the purchase. So let's get into it. You see what is going on. This is the Sony ZV-1. So in here you get instructions, of course. You get a cable. I assume this is what charges the battery. You also get, look at this, a mini dead cat. Isn't that cute? That's awesome. This is the dead cat I'm used to. This is not in the box. This is what I use for my vlogs now. Look at the difference that is. That's so cool. Very, very small battery. So most likely the battery life is going to be very, very small, or short, I should say. This is what I didn't know I needed. I found out about it on YouTube. Shouts out to the YouTube algorithm. Somehow it recommended me to watch this video, and look and behold, this is the ZV-1. I love the pop-out screen. It's so light. It's very light, very compact, and I can't wait to try this out. Now, the fun part. It's time to actually test this out, give you my first impressions, and there's no better way in doing that than taking you behind the scenes. So we are testing. This is live, out the box. What are we playing with today?
Wrestlers.
Show me wrestlers. Who's that?
Jeff Hardy.
And who's that?
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall. So we're gonna play with some wrestling figures right now. This is straight out the box. I haven't messed with none of the settings. The battery came with 2 bars. It's actually going down to 1. I had only a 16 gigabyte memory card, so that's only gonna be 20 minutes. But we're gonna try and get what we can right now, and then I'll probably find just the adjustments later on and show a video on what's going on. Wow, look at that. This is the Undertaker. It's been Grind City. This beautiful Friday. Sales meetings, sending out contracts to get new projects, following up with my existing clients, making sure they're happy, Zoom calls, and wrapping up some finishing touches to an awesome brand story we were able to ignite for our friends George and Cody and the awesome squad at Rappahannock IT. I'll give you a little sample though.
My name is Cody Harrell. I'm with Rappahannock IT. I'm one of the partners here with George Barnick.
Hey, I'm George Barnick.
All in all, I will say that I am very pleased with the Sony ZV-1. In fact, I'm so pleased, like I've actually used this camera for some of my clients and it actually replaced my GH5 and they loved it and I loved it. The biggest thing that I love, of course, is the autofocus. Oh my gosh. Someone coming from the Panasonic GH5, like this autofocus is superior. How fast the autofocus tracks on this baby. Like I was able to do review videos and some unboxings and really pinpoint fast focus, and that was something I wasn't used to because Panasonic would never, okay? Definitely love that. The battery life lasts really well. It's like an hour per battery. Now I took it up a notch and I actually purchased a 3-pack as well, so I'm never running out of battery space. The interface is very easy to use. I love the fact that there's a red button front and center of this camera so you know it's recording. You don't know how many times I felt like a total doucher when I'm filming with my other cameras because I couldn't see if the red button was on, and then I come to find out I missed some key moments, and guess what? You can't recreate those. It just isn't the same. It's not as genuine. It's not as authentic. I love the fact that I can look right here and there's a big red light front and center saying we are rolling. The pop-out screen, of course, tremendous. Game changer. I love the audio. Since I had this camera, I haven't even found the need to attach this Rode mic on top of it. I've been rolling with the mini dead cat that comes with it and has served me so well. What I also love about it is that it's so portable. I love that I'm able to create content. I love that I'm able to use this anytime. I also love the fact that when I want to create, you know, those vertical videos for maybe Instagram Reels, when you turn it sideways and it's up in there like that, when you export, the video is vertical. Like, you don't have to adjust it in post. It's those little things that make it even better. I'm not gonna lie, when I first got the camera and unboxed it, I was a total doucher. I didn't know what I was doing. Some of the settings were jacked, and you can see some of those, me going through those in the test footage. And I tried out some of the picture profiles, like with the Sony, and I forgot what it's called, but they were recommended, but I didn't like it. It was too much work to even do in post. Like, I like knowing that the image I see is the image that's gonna come out in post, because honestly, when I'm creating content on the go, when I wanna connect with my audience, I'm not looking for the most prettiest picture. I'm not looking to complicate things in post-production, because that halts a lot of things. So I like the process to be simple. Simple enough. Like, usually when I export anything I film on this, it's a very slight color grade, very slight. It's not master science where I have to adjust everything and make things complicated. I hate making things complicated. I also love the fact that there is a defocus button, because I can defocus the background and get some bokeh at any time. If you look at me focus, look at that, man. Like, this is everything I wanted in a camera. I've captured so much B-roll, especially for this huge downtown project I'm doing in the community of Fredericksburg, and it has all been thanks to this guy right here, the Sony ZV-1. The price point, come on, we're talking $700. Like, this is a game changer. When I'm helping business owners like use video to grow their audience and increase sales and connect more with their audience, I tell them, hey, just use a camera, just use your cell phone, because it's true. But sometimes they want to take it up a notch, and it's kind of hard to prescribe them an elevation of that, being a full DSLR camera where they have to buy lenses and you have to know about ISO, aperture, all that stuff that we're good at as filmers. But it's kind of hard because, like, you're either this or you get something like this. Like, come on now, it's a big difference. I will say the ZV-1 is a very happy medium to meet them midway. Not only as a price point, because shoot, I wouldn't mind dishing out $700 for something that I know that's gonna help me reach the next level, but the ease of use. Like, this is a camera I can recommend to every client of mine who wants to create content on their own. I wish this camera came out sooner. I'm so happy that Sony's starting to tailor cameras for the video industry. I still use my GH5, I still use my GH4, I still use those cameras, but this is just so great to have on hand. I've been able to capture behind the scenes footage because sometimes I don't want to use this, but I love vlogging. I love capturing those behind the scenes moments and those authentic moments, and pulling this out has been so convenient. It's not an eyesore. I'm not attracting too much attention. It's low key, simple, it's fun, easy. Like, I freaking give this thing a 10 of 10. Like, for real. Like, I'm trying to think of something I don't like about this camera. Give me a second. There's really nothing I don't like. The autofocus is on point every time. They even have this filter in here where you can soften your face so I can look like I'm slayed. I think I have that at the lowest point, but it's on there. Also, it has a built-in ND filter. So when it's super bright outside, you just turn that thing on and you don't have to sacrifice any of your aperture for it, which is pretty cool. Sony has definitely outdid themselves with this camera. You do get 4K on here. However, it crops out a little bit. And me doing a lot of vlogs, I didn't want that crop factor. So I love 4K. That's always my workflow, but 1080 is not hurting nobody, because what I've learned is that you can still portray your message and your story in 1080. Shoot, I could even do it on an old school VHS camera. I could still get my message across. And that's the point at the end of the day. Yes, we want to create something that looks good, but we want to make sure we are telling our story and our message is always on point. And that's something I always push. Who wants to keep pulling this thing out for a vlog? You know, like if I drop this and I'm out and about and I'm vlogging and this thing's cracked because the boy got kids, oh, I'm screwed. That's a no-win for nobody. This one, okay, I could take the L and get another one. This one I actually film all my clients with, and that wouldn't be good. So this is definitely something I love. I take it out everywhere with me, and it's been so refreshing that it has ignited my creativity again. And in fact, I'm using it in this YouTube video right now to create my YouTube video. Like, setup is easy. I didn't need a tripod. Right now I have it on a Joby Gorilla Pod. It's on my desk. I'm not using no special mics. This is the mic that comes included with the dead cat. I'm here and I'm fully focused, man. Look at that. Look at the auto, like, come on, look at the autofocus. This is live and direct, man. This is as real as it gets. I was not paid to brag about this camera, but I love this camera. In fact, even my son was using this camera for behind the scenes footage for an awesome commercial shoot we did for a local pet store called Dog Crazy. And I was comfortable with him having this and capturing footage, as opposed to if he has something like this. Hey man, he's not always good with his hands. He'll hands like feet sometimes. No shade. He was able to capture everything awesome. This camera has been great. Love documenting. I love storytelling. If you are a business owner who wants to start creating your own content using the power of video but don't want to use a phone, would strongly recommend this camera. If you are a creator who wants to start vlogging more and you want the best bang for your buck without buying lenses or getting camera gear that costs over $1,000, would strongly recommend this camera. If you're a professional filmmaker like myself and you have all the fancy camera equipment but you still want to have a more low-key approach in creating and something more on the go and don't want to always use this, would strongly recommend. This thing's like a trifecta of greatness. Would strongly recommend. Worth the purchase. Check out the links below. Purchase up, and I promise you, you won't be disappointed. If you guys enjoyed this video and unboxing and review of this product, please smash that like button for me right now. And if you want to see more content like this on the channel, as well as Final Cut Pro 10 tutorials and filming tips and tricks, subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you everybody for getting this channel up to 3,000 subs. We are going to keep igniting, and you don't forget to ignite. See ya.